relegated with Newcastle.
Show that you can do it in the
Someone's
Premier
going to
League.
someone's going to step them up now. Whether that's a shit team with loads of money coming into the Premier League, or if that's Spurs taking him, or Leicester in the summer thinking they need a player and buying him. I wouldn't mind going to Leicester. I wouldn't mind going to a good team.
Yeah, a decent team.
But yeah, so it's just it's there's so many, like I want Stephen Carroll gone, and I want, you know, I wouldn't mind Gary Monk going in because he played good football.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind David Moyes going in and doing. I think he'd be perfect there.
Yeah, he would.
It'd be like Everton, because they're kind of similar to Everton in that they're a good side, but like they're not. They're like where they should be is a Europa League team. And
Definitely.
Newcastle haven't been that, but where they should be is a Europa League team. And I think if they got David Moyes in, I think it'd be like, obviously he had loads of money at United, but that's just such a huge job. I know there's loads of pressure there's loads of pressure put onto the Newcastle manager, but like if you're just a decent manager, then they'll leave you alone for a bit.
The fans don't seem to want it. They always want like a bit of effort, or it seems. Because when they're losing, the stadium goes mad when they're trying and they're just losing. I don't think they mind them.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're not putting any effort, it's very frustrating to watch them.
The Newcastle players just didn't seem to give a shit on Saturday. They went 1-0 down after 4 minutes, and they were 3-0 down after half an hour, after 15 minutes or half an hour. I can't remember. But like they didn't show any effort.
2-0 down after 10 minutes.
2-0 down after 10 minutes. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's like Villa bad.
Yeah,
It is terrible.
Right.
Alright, well, yeah, okay. Also, Chelsea are alright. I don't know about you.
I don't know, just
No, Chelsea, you just
go
don't
for
really
Champions
say.
League.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Champions
They
League,
have to.
that's-
They have to.
they
It's
have
the only
to,
way they're not going to get into the top. It's probably mathematically impossible at this stage for them to get into.
I think that I remember seeing that someone put up like the highest after their first run of like 10 games or something. The highest a team had finished after those first 10 games, having a bad result like that, was 6th or something. And look at them now. I mean, they're 13th. If they're lucky if they get into the top half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brendan Rodgers could do good at Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers will be great there. Yeah.
But he'll probably go to Swansea too.
I mean, don't give him too much money.
No.
Don't give him too much.
No.
Don't give him any money.
Or
Really,
praise.
or I don't know. Maybe if that was him or FSG, that football scouting thing was just fucking ludicrous. You just go out and buy 50 million 15-year-olds for 20 million a piece, just to send them out on loan or don't fucking use them or whatever. Anyway, we'll move on to
Super Sunday.
the biggest results of the weekend.
Arsenal, Leicester.
Beating Leicester in the final seconds of the game.
Well back.
But that was stupid. That guy came on. Oh, what's his name? You know, the
fella.
big tough guy.
Blazkowski.
He came on, and the ball was about to go out of play, and the referee has whistle in his mouth, and he jumped on someone, and it's a stupid tackle, and he gave away a free kick, and then Ozil takes it, and there's a score, and then
You're just like, wow.
that's a point gone against the last title rival you have to play for the rest of the year. You get to play United and Chelsea. Like, well, what's that anymore?
Yeah, but you know Chelsea though. Obviously it's not Mourinho's Chelsea, but like they just love fucking people over.
Oh, the last day of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, I can fucking see it.
Yeah. They did that to us. They knew they weren't going to win the league, but they knew we had a chance, so they thought, fuck you.
I suppose
That's what they did.
This is like everybody wants Leicester to win. By that time,
but like Chelsea are just the biggest scumbag club in the league, so they just fuck over whoever.
Oh, when you need them to. Yeah, I remember they beat us 1-0 last year when we were staying up, and we were all over them for that game. I can honestly say that we were all over them, and then Fabregas scored in the last 2 minutes.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, okay, back to Arsenal. I think it's good. Obviously, it's a good result for Arsenal because they won.
Yeah.
But
just when you think Ozil, I was just like, wow, Ozil hasn't assisted this game.
Oh yeah, got assist.
This is my fantasy football team.
They were. I thought he's in mine as well. So is Mahrez and
Mahrez got taken off.
Was it a penalty?
Jamie Vardy?
Yeah,
definitely.
No, I don't think so.
I definitely think it's a penalty. No,
I get very soft.
I'm in the middle.
I think
definitely a penalty.
But yeah, it is probably technically a penalty, but you have to give about two or three penalties every game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it was justified because there was another time they should have had a penalty and they didn't.
Yeah.
So it balanced in the end. But for that,
I think it was a penalty for.
I think he took a good penalty.
Oh, was the penalty?
The penalty itself was fucking amazing.
Well executed.
Penalty that was great penalty.
That was great.
But I just think with everybody's just like, oh, like it wasn't a penalty. But I was just looking at it and it's like he's too quick, Jamie Vardy. He's too quick, and the commentator was all like, oh, he took a bad touch and all. But I was like, he still
He
got
didn't
to
dive,
it.
though.
He still got to it, and your man, and he's like, oh, Jay Brady left his leg, but your man still came across and still got him. Like it's a penalty. Like if you don't get the ball and you take someone down, it's a penalty. Like that
should have been a penalty. You talk about the one with Mahrez where he got clipped by Marzacker. Yeah,
I thought that was a penalty.
Yeah,
I didn't think I thought that was very weak.
Yeah, well, they definitely deserved 8
I thought they were both penalties.
In the game, no, I think it's just a game that's so fast and so big like that.
Yeah,
you can't.
It was a good game.
That was always going to be very pacey. It was always going to be end to end.
Arsenal were big whinge bags that game. They were just all the fans were just roaring at the ref and all.
Because they're Arsenal. That's all they fucking do.
I felt bad for the ref because
they've all got big beards and top knots.
Exactly.
And walk around with like cups of lager.
Yeah, true.
All of these. He's all tried to get Ramsey so fucking badly, and it's not working. I think it's obviously a huge result because Leicester have now lost that 5-point lead, and they've also lost the possibility of an 8-point lead. But people are talking about it like Leicester were terrible.
Yeah.
And the way people go on and on about
they
it was
played
like
like
Arsenal showed up and Arsenal kicked arse and Arsenal just destroyed them. So Leicester showed that they're actually terrible.
Leicester played like champions.
Leicester were really good and Leicester were really unlucky because you lose your right back to a red card. That's an iffy red card because it wasn't a booking the second. It wasn't a booking. The only reason he got booked was because the referee realised with the penalty that maybe it shouldn't have been. So he went out in that second half and he gave Arsenal everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. He
He
went fucking ridiculous.
The fans were just on his back the entire game.
I think the fans being on the back is because they know they're under huge pressure to win the league now. Because if they let Leicester win the league, there's going to be huge pressure on Wenger because they're going to turn and say like, what the fuck happened? Like
Leicester won the league.
Leicester and Tottenham finished in the top 2, and you couldn't win the league this year.
Yeah,
it's serious fucking. Guardiola is coming in next year, so you're not going to win it next year. Yeah. If you can't beat Ranieri, not disrespecting Ranieri, it's great, but still.
Yeah. I mean, it's a side that like they keep on going on about how like if Leicester win, it's great for football because they're a side that don't have the money. Leicester are minted.
Yeah.
Leicester are fucking minted. So I don't know what people are on about.
But they had that 5-year plan, didn't they, to get into the top 5 in 5 years, and they've done.
Everyone laughed at them.
In the second year of the plan, they're now going for the title.
Probably. But yeah, it's like every season before this, Arsenal have a slump, and then the fans go Wenger out. For about a month or in around January, and everyone's like, no, give him time, he's building something again, it takes time to build something. He's built it now. I don't know what he can do.
Sanchez and Ozil.
I could go through the squad again. I mean, he's got Petr, who's top clean sheet keeper Premier League in the keeper
Premier League.
Hector Bellerin, right, and they're really lucky to find Hector Bellerin. The best centre back pairing in the league in Koscielny and Merzaker. Nacho Monreal's playing out of his skin. The centre midfield, you've got is a bit iffy because Wilshire's just wank when he plays, and if he plays. But you've got Coquelin, who's come through the ranks in the league, and Aaron Ramsey, who's always solid.
He's probably one of the best centre midfielders in the league.
I love Aaron.
Yeah, exactly.
Box to box midfielder.
You've got Ozil, who you spent a fuck ton of money on, who's delivering the assists that you bought him for. You've got Alexis Sanchez, who should be a Liverpool player, but it's fine. Alexis Sanchez is playing great. You've got Theo Walcott, who can chip in with the goals, and you've got Olivier Giroud up front.
Yeah, Chamberlain.
Or Welbeck up front.
And what do they need? I mean, Leicester, I think they can do it. I still think they can do it.
I still think they can.
I think
Spurs could be dark horses. Like everybody, like Spurs, they're all like, "Oh, Spurs is top 4," but I think they can actually win.
Look what they just did, though.
They
just.
We'll come to that later.
But the bubble burst. People are saying the bubble burst with Leicester. I don't think so.
But they've lost 3 games this year.
That's Leicester played like champions on
to Liverpool.
They did.
Like if United were top of the table this time and they had lost 6 games at this point, they'd be the favourites.
Yeah,
that's.
Leicester have only lost 3 games.
So like they had that slump during the Christmas period, and they came out of it. They lost 1 match during that time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they came out right, and the match they lose, the first match they lose of 2016.
Yeah, they've only lost 3 games this year.
They've only lost 3 games.
So Tottenham
have only conceded 20 goals, so that's pretty good.
But you look at City, have lost 7 games, but they're like
some of United.
They're the second favourites to win the league, Man City. So it's like
United.
Arsenal have lost 5 games.
Exactly, like you've lost more than double the amount of games that Leicester have. Like you're writing Leicester off. Obviously, like they're not. You wouldn't look at them and think Premier League winners.
No.
You would look at them and think at best.
And I think if one of those lads, Mahrez, Kante, or Vardy got injured, then they're under pressure.
Vardy got injured during the Christmas though, didn't he?
Well, he was injured for a bit.
It wasn't a big injury.
Yeah, it wasn't a big injury, and he came back and he did well. So it could be just one injury or two.
Yeah, that's what you'd be afraid of, is that Vardy or Mahrez will pick up an injury.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't want to get Mahrez injured or Vardy,
because they seem to strike us. Like, who is there to come in? Like, he already plays. He plays Okazaki with Vardy, so he has to bring someone else in
or reshift or the formation.
Yeah, and then you just disrupt the whole natural balance that's got you where you are. So true.
Kante is amazing.
Oh yes, I was going to say that he is so good. Kante.
Did you see that Sky Sports put up all his touches that he had done in the first half at half time, and he'd been all over the pitch. He was all over the pitch on Saturday, on Sunday.
He's so good.
So much effort goes in. He's such a hard worker. He's a fucking guy.
He run for days. Like
I fucking love the guy.
But he's not the Cartamol who just runs everywhere and just.
No, I mean
he actually
does.
He
does stuff. Yeah,
he passes, there's tackles, blocks,
reason why he runs everywhere.
Headers, everything.
He's going to get a big move.
He's just a unit, really.
Well, if they win the league, where's he going to go?
Why would you want to leave?
Why would you leave?
Yeah, but why would you leave? I know I just said you probably get a big move, but actually, why would you?
You get a chance at a big move.
Yeah, you get a chance.
I don't like what.
James Vardy should stay because he's 28 or whatever, 29. And
I remember Liverpool were linked with him during the
Mahrez is probably going to go somewhere. Like,
I don't know.
No, I don't say this summer, but maybe
because none of them have been like Real Madrid or Barcelona interest good. It's not like Gareth Bale, so why would he go anywhere? No, like Bayern aren't going to come in and go.
You can see why he might go to City for the chance to work with Pep Guardiola.
That's it. Yeah, that's it really. But
I think he should stay one more season just to see how he gets on again.
Because he could.
Go for it again. Why not go and say, let's win the Premier League
this year
twice?
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you? Yeah. Like, you have to be ambitious about it. They probably won't. Look, they probably won't even finish the top 5 next year. But
imagine they got relegated next year.
I'm really excited to see what happens.
You wouldn't be surprised,
In my opinion, this Premier League season this year has been one of the most exciting. No, I think it's been more.
It's been exciting, but it's been shit. I mean, not like shit in a non-entertaining way, but like in terms of quality, it's been shit.
Yeah, in terms of quality, but like
because no one wants to win the Premier League, and no one wants to get in the top 4.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone wants to get relegated. It seems like
you just see it's so close. Like it's like I know not like 5th to 4th isn't that close, but like you see like from 9th to 5th,
there's usually like
so close, and then the top 4 are so close. It's just
what usually happens is to the top 2. Not last year, there was a top 1 last year, but there's a top 2 that battle it out, and everyone else battles for Champions League.
Yeah,
and then everyone else battles for Europa League, and then everyone else battles to stay up.
They're all battling for the title.
There's no this season. There's a battle for the title. There's a battle for the Europa League. And there's a battle for the drop, and that's it. There's no Champions League battle unless one of the teams in the top 4 is shit.
Europa League though.
I would be surprised if that top 4 changed. Apart from if anyone in that top 4 would dropped out of it, I'd be surprised. But I don't know how it would finish in terms of those top 4. I think.
You're not going to get top 4, but I think I'd probably get 5th. But like, to be honest, you don't know what United's like. You honestly don't like. They could.
I think we know that they're not going to get. Like, they have to go on a good run of form.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just going to be if they do as well as they've been doing, and then City do really shit, because that's not going to happen. United have to go on a good run of form. They're just not going.
They just have to.
I mean, they might, of course, but they won't.
But you look at Leicester; they're 12 points off 5th. Leicester. So they will finish in the top 4. So if you said to a Leicester fan at the start of the year, you'll finish in the top 4 and you'll be disappointed that you didn't win the league.
Yeah.
Like it's
exactly like when Liverpool should have won the league 2 years ago. It's like if you would have said to finish second at the start of the season, you would have been a fucking lunatic, because it was Brendan Rodgers' second season, and everyone thought we were just going to be shit, maybe get 4th. But then we finished second, and it still pains me they didn't win the league. So hopefully that
was your best chance.
That was our best. Like, if it wasn't that chance, then this chance came around and we were just shit again. So yeah, I don't know. I'll give him. Are we done about Arsenal Leicester?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was the big scam of the weekend.
That was it, and we kind of went into detail.
Phil, take it away.
This is fucking brilliant. This match. This is lovely stuff. I watched the first half and then the second half, because I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, that's kind of do.
Well, I watched it, and the first half was good. We were in control, and then we went 2-0 up in the first half. Sturridge scored, which was great. Did you see that goal?
Sturridge, yeah.
There's just a great cross from Coutinho. Now, he was unmarked in the box, which was just absolutely ludicrous how that a striker could be given that much space in the Premier League.
It's Aston Villa.
And he just knocks it in, and